Hi guys, we are now back with another match of open singles elimination between Vinci from Hong Kong and Melvin from Malaysia. With us right now we have Cam from Canada. Hi Cam.
Hey guys, happy to be here.
Also, I'd like to mention Cam is the new president for Table Soccer Association of Canada. Congratulations.
Very recent. Got announced within the last 2 weeks. Nothing has really happened since the announcement. They wanted to announce before I came on the trip, but we'll start getting to work once I get back home. So excited to see the progress.
Well, good luck to you with that.
Hello. There we go. Sorry, guys, I wasn't turned on.
You wasn't turned on. That didn't sound right, my friend. I was saying congratulations on being elected the new president for Canada. Maybe you'd like to say something?
Yeah, thank you. It's very recent. It was within the last 2 weeks, and I'm... Oh, gotta get closer there. Hello, testing. There we go. The levels look good. Closer. There we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, thank you for the congratulations. I'm excited. It was announced about 2 weeks ago, and nothing has happened up until my trip to Korea. We just wanted to get it out in public before my trip here. I'm excited to go home and work with all the new elected officials and see where we can take this.
Well, all the best to you, as I know that's definitely not a difficult position to be in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, back to the game right now. We are in the first set with 2 goals apiece. Cam, you partnered Melvin in the DYP, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you could tell us a bit of him. What do you think and what's your experience partnering with Melvin?
I got very lucky in the draw. Melvin's a solid player. I really like the creativity. I got inspired for sure. I see aspects of my game in his 5-bar, so I learned some things. That was really nice.
Who were playing front?
Melvin
because
plays
I
front.
think you're quite a good player up front as well, right?
I think I'm a better forward than I am goalie, but I think Melvin's a better forward than I am.
I see.
So, but I feel comfortable, and we had some good success. We switched in the final for a game and a half, and it seemed to serve us well. And yeah, we ended up taking the DYP. It was not easy. Every match has been pretty hard this weekend.
The level of the gameplay is pretty high here, so it's definitely not easy to win.
And consistent. The seeds didn't seem to matter. Every team was strong. There was no easy matchup.
Before this, have you played in Asia before?
I played in Asia 2 years ago, the very first Seoul Open. I missed the Seoul Open last year, but I plan on coming back if they continue to have it. So,
I'm pretty sure there would be you have seen quite a good difference and improvement with the players, right?
definitely. And I don't know if it's been talked about earlier, but if you notice open doubles, the top 4 teams all had Koreans on the team, which I think if someone said that in Seoul 5 years ago that this would happen, I don't know if they'd believe them. It was a very small community, and they've come a long way. Yeah, that would be Vinci's ball. It was 2-2.
Melvin last got from the 2-bar at the back.
Yeah.
From the push position.
Yeah, we started commentating on the match at 2-2, and yeah, Melvin's now at 3. I really like watching Vinci's game. Vinci's a very creative player as well.
He's a very young player still, lots of talent and room for improvement. I can see him playing at a very higher level in time to come.
Definitely. He'll definitely be up there in the future.
He's just got to get a little bit more experience under his belt, I believe.
It's a very solid snake shot. Both sides very deep, very consistent.
Yeah. I've partnered Melvin for a number of years when we travel for tournament. He's got a very good snake shot, hitting both the corners very well.
Very well. Doesn't shoot much middle, but he shoots the middle when it counts. Not only was that a great shot, that was a very nice save. Did he jump back there for that?
That's a good timeout. This is a big point for Vinci because he's 2 goals down right now. He's got to catch up.
Yep.
Very, very smart use of the timeout because many young players, they tend to forget that they have timeouts.
Like myself yesterday in the Open doubles final, I didn't take one timeout. I'm also watching as a fan. This is a very different style than we play in North America, and just trying to figure out some reads on the positioning. That was a great shot.
That's a great shot there. Very well used timeout, I see.
Hopefully he can continue to ride the momentum. Big block here would change a lot. Push that?
That's a good guess there.
Wasn't a guess.
Melvin actually has a very good 2-bar shooting as well from the back.
Yeah. His last match, lot of 2-bar goals. Ooh, big
It's a
goal.
lucky break, and now we're at 4-all on the first game. It's getting interesting.
Yeah. Maybe see a timeout from Melvin here. Or a left hook.
That's a very smart shot there.
That works
very
too.
Good.
He utilized that in the DYP a couple times, and even as his partner, didn't see it coming. I was standing there, and it caught me off guard. I jumped.
Well, unfortunately, when we partnered yesterday, he tried a couple of times and it didn't work not even once.
Really?
Yeah.
I still feel like the confidence is on Melvin's side, even though Vinci had a good comeback there.
I think the level of experience is different. That's giving him the confidence because he knows he has way more experience in this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a very confident player, and it obviously shows in his gameplay. A lot of the younger players, such as Vinci, can hit all these shots at home in practice. It's one thing to hit it in practice versus hitting it.
It's
in a
another
match.
story when they're playing against another player.
Yeah, good pick. I think Vinci needs to slow the pace of the game down. He's playing at Melvin's pace, and it's working out very well.
Melvin loves
for
the fast game pace, so playing at this pace is a bad idea against Melvin.
Definitely. I've noticed it from experience because I'm a fast player as well. If someone slows the game down, even if you're tied, it feels like you're not winning or you're not in the game because you're not touching the ball.
Yes, exactly. It kind of takes you out of the game in a way.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't seen much from Vinci's 2-bar up until this match. I'm curious to see what options he presents.
That was a good try.
Sneaky.
That was the same shot from the first game.
This is the second round of the elimination, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Winner advances to 4th or better, if I recall correctly.
Yes. On the other bracket, I think is Min Young Bai and Taha, I think, was it?
Yeah, Taha and...
no, Taha is playing with Johan right now.
Yeah, Johan and Taha are playing on table number 2. Last I had looked, it was tied up 1 game apiece. So, yeah, I just played Min Young, unfortunately.
How was
Didn't
it?
go my way. The score wasn't much different than the doubles as of last night, but I feel like I played a lot better. I was not unable to stop anything on the 3-bar. I think I only made, I want to say, 4 saves in the entire match.
I think I noticed many people struggle with defending Min Young's 3-bar because it's such an unconventional way of shooting and setting it up.
Very
people are
unorthodox.
just confused with how do you defend it, you know?
Yeah, I didn't figure it out, so I couldn't tell you the answer. I felt like I played well offensively. I had moments. Every game was 5-3, but when you can't make a save, it just goes so quickly.
Well, hopefully we still have some time to go this weekend. Hopefully someone figures something out, and then we have a more exciting match to see.
Yeah, no, those are matches I like because you learn from those matches. They're tough.
Oh,
you might regret that one looking back.
Mistake there.
Yeah, big mistake. That's now 4-1.
That's really costly.
Yeah,
It's good to call timeout right now.
definitely.
Time to catch up, get some guys' composure back down.
Yeah, it's not over. It's never over.
It's best of 5. Anything could happen.
Definitely.
It's not over yet, definitely. And we have Samantha there at the back.
I was just gonna introduce her. Unfortunately, no microphone for her. You want to say anything? Nope. That is a no. Let's see if Vinci can create some offense here. He's executing that slider very well.
Yeah.
Seems Melvin he's onto it. He knows it's coming.
Melvin is zoning in pretty well. It's not that Vinci is not shooting well from the back.
Yeah.
He seems to have a good two-bar.
Yeah. Melvin just seems to be a step ahead here. To close out game 2. Ooh. Appears Vinci knows where his posts are. Left that on purpose.
Gets it this time at the near side. And we are 2-0 at the moment.
Yep. I hope Vinci realizes that this is far from over. He can come back.
Yeah. Best of 5. It's never over, yeah. It happened yesterday, I think, a couple of times in watching Taha's doubles game.
Yeah.
Many times he was 2 games down, and then he came back.
There was one.
Myself and myself and Melvin was one of the victims.
Yeah, and I was almost a victim. I was up.
Oh yeah, you
won
were
the
up
first two games,
first two
and
games
we were
as
up
well, right?
4-2 in the third, and he came back to win.
Yeah.
And it ended up we won 8-7 fifth game. So
yeah, it's never give up. Just gotta have the attitude not to give up.
yeah, comes with experience though. You need to know. Once you realize you can do it once, you realize you can. Or once you do it once, you realize that you can do it again. Seems to be Taha figured that out because it actually reminds me of Open Singles 2 years ago. The same thing happened. We went 8-7 fifth game with me winning the first 2. I even made a comment to my partner Terry when we were up 2-0. It's like, this is not over, and we watched him come back against you guys. It's
intense, right?
Yeah, and if you're winning, you feel like it's almost in the bag.
And it's also very dangerous because if you're 2 games up, sometimes some players tends to lose a little bit of focus, and then the next thing you know, you're on the 5th game.
Yeah.
You thought you're safe, and then you just let your guard down a little bit. It's so dangerous.
Not only are you in the 5th game, you're in the 5th game with maybe 10 times the amount of pressure that you had had it been a battle the whole entire way.
Then you have the additional pressure thinking you should have won it earlier.
Yeah, the feeling of the ship sinking is not a good feeling.
Never be overconfident even if you're 2 games up.
Definitely. I've said it a bunch with my partner back home, Dylan Fong.
That's a very smart move from the 5.
Yeah, beautiful hack. We always say that winning a game 5-0 is a curse. I've been on both sides of it, having won 5-0 and then turn around to lose the match, and losing 5-0 and turn around to win the match. That overconfidence is not good. I think that was posting in, or did that hit a man?
I think that hit him, and he got a little bit lucky there.
Yeah.
Somehow he managed to force the ball in, and we'll see if he could come up with a different game plan and come back from this and bring it down to the fourth game.
Hopefully Vinci can take advantage of that mistake, add a little pressure on Melvin. I sense by the style of play, Melvin was a great inside
nice shot.
Yeah. Melvin's not feeling the pressure too much with the confidence I see on the table. Another mistake. Tried for a slingshot. Sounds like something that I would do.
Oh, that's a big point. I think this is actually the first time Vinci was leading in this game, in this whole match.
Yeah, I wonder if we see a timeout from Melvin because of that. That's 3 drops in a row as well. And both drops before that, Vinci has made him pay. I wouldn't mind seeing Vinci go back to the same shot.
Yeah.
I think that same shot might be open again. That's one thing I noticed with the less experienced players. They're afraid to do the same shot twice, assuming that their opponent's going to block it.
Sometimes that's actually the best thing to do.
Big goal here.
Oh. Nice pass.
Yeah, I was going to say Melvin might be just as dangerous from the 2-bar as he is from the 3-bar in this match. Ooh, good shot.
Melvin actually prefers to play at the back as a defender rather than a striker in doubles.
Oh, really?
Many people may not know this.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, because I'm a lousy striker, so he doesn't have a choice.
Almost got lucky there with the cutback. That might have, an inch over, that might have been in. Yeah. Melvin's 2-bar is very deceptive, very sneaky.
Many options.
Yeah. And he executes at a very high percentage. Big steal there. Good opportunity here for Vinci.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Vinci is playing really well in this third set, I see. Yeah. Totally different from the first 2. Oh, there is it. 3
mistakes on the 5-bar for Melvin that capitalized for Vinci, and that'll
punish him for that all 3 times.
Yep. This might be that example we were talking about by leading 2 games and being overconfident.
Yep.
Vinci can pull off this fourth.
Don't be overconfident.
This 4th game.
I think Melvin let his guard down a little there, maybe.
Game 4.
All right, game on now.
Melvin didn't like that spin of the rods there.
Very good reaction from Vinci as well in this game.
When you get these players with a lot of talent and less experience, once they get the momentum on their side and that confidence, you can see a big...
They're going to start steamrolling.
Yeah, because he's got to be just as talented when he's calm as any player here. That was a beautiful shot.
Got a split there on the far side.
Yeah, nice little brush back, maybe 1 ball. Let's see if Melvin can respond.
And he does.
Yeah. His going
one goal apiece here.
deep to the push side there.
I remember playing with Vinci just a few months ago in the Hong Kong Open last year. I think it was in November. I played with him and I saw some of his games. It was just about maybe half a year from then, and his game is actually a lot better now. I see a lot of big improvement. He's really picking it up really, really quickly.
I sense he's not about to slow down either. He seems like he has a personality to get addicted and really commit some time to this, because
his confidence is coming back a little, so I guess that works for him now.
Yeah. I don't know if this is just because I'm a tornado player, but I'd love to see him go back to the standard pull shot. I think there's some holes there that he can exploit.
Oh.
Fast hands.
Good reaction.
Yep. This would be a big point for Vinci, or big ball for Vinci to steal here.
Up and
Another
at the drop.
We didn't mention it earlier, but Melvin actually dropped backwards to Vinci's 3-bar once this game as well. Maybe Melvin's feeling the pressure a little bit. I guess you'd know better. You play with him a lot. Does he seem to be affected?
It's kind of like I think like what we mentioned earlier on being overconfident. Melvin tends to let loose a little usually if he has got a big lead at the start.
I know the feeling, being up 2 games and just feeling the momentum shift. It's not good. You add extra pressure on every possession. The extra pressure does not help the execution. Mistakes.
Yeah.
So mistakes are made.
From my experience playing with Melvin, usually when he's like winning really fast in the beginning, he tends to get a little too confident maybe and try to rush to finish it off. And sometimes when he rushes, that's when mistakes happen.
I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. And I've always believed 3-1 is the most important point, besides 4-4 obviously, or I guess 7-7 when it is a win by 2. But that momentum going 4-1 versus 3-2 is so big. He's just not letting him get that slider. Maybe we'll see a pull kick from him. Nope, long pull. Big scramble there. That could have ended up in either net.
Maybe a head cookie could be coming up. He hasn't been doing that much this game, compared to the previous game that he played.
Yeah, and the passes aren't as high percentage as I'm sure he'd like. Even that one, he got lucky. He caught it off the back wall.
There you go.
You know your partner.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm overly shocked by the wall there. It's easier to catch, more confident.
Oh, it's a nice slingshot.
There's that confidence.
From the far wall.
Yeah. Let's see how Vinci responds.
Nice pass out the lane and see if he could respond to this one. Very smart shooting there. Very smart.
Very patient by Melvin.
Vinci is also defending a lot better this game. It's not that Melvin is not shooting well.
I did notice Melvin was shooting at a similar time, and he seems to have changed that. But Vinci was still there. He's being a lot more patient, a lot smarter.
Yep.
He recognizes he needed a change, and he made it. I've noticed that when Vinci has success on the 5-bar or the 3-bar, that he seems to go to another option. He doesn't want to do the same option twice in a row. I think maybe that's something that he'll learn as he plays more, that he might find success with the same pass or same shot multiple times in a row.
Because many times your opponent don't expect you to do the same thing again. Sometimes even 3 times in a row.
Yeah. I know myself defensively, if someone shoots one option the first time, I'm going to block the other side the next time.
And again, this is a big drop by Melvin because he had the ball on the 5 actually. And then somehow now it's on the 3-bar of Vinci with a timeout.
And Vinci's done a good job of capitalizing on these mistakes. If I were to pick the momentum change on one factor, it would be the 5-bar drops and the capitalization on Vinci's half. Vinci almost had it there on the 3, but let it slip by.
Up.
If you notice, Melvin's aware that you can do the same option multiple times in a row. I think that's 3 walls in a row. All 3 successful, minus him dropping the last one.
Melvin will keep doing the same thing as long as you give it to him.
Yep.
He won't hesitate on that.
I would have liked to see Vinci take his time there. Hopefully he slows this one down. He will.
Yeah, he did. He's doing exactly what you say.
This goal would put a lot of pressure on Vinci.
Another try.
Maybe a middle sometime soon? He hasn't shot middle.
Yeah, there you go.
I think he's baiting that slider again. I don't know if it'll be there for him.
Oh, he jarred himself there.
Yep. May not have been a successful shot, but I guess it is successful in the sense that it was a pass. This is a big opportunity here to close out game 4. Expect a long. What do you think? No. I sense the momentum is kind of
Shifting,
leveled out.
Right? Yeah.
How do you feel?
I think it's pretty level right now. It's anyone's game. Melvin seems to be struggling to find a way through at this moment.
And some of that to the credit of Vinci making those saves right there. He's not letting any junk in. Any misexecution, any scramble, he's doing a good job of blocking and containing.
He's playing with I was just about to say less mistakes and less drops, and that happened. That was an expensive drop.
Yeah, he's thinking about that one right now. Was that a timeout from Melvin or from Vinci?
Timeout.
Who called that timeout? Was it Melvin or Vinci? Letting him think about his mistake a little longer.
Oh, smart pass there.
He got that pass on me in the qualification rounds. I didn't see it coming.
Melvin definitely didn't see it coming because I haven't seen him doing it this game yet, I think.
He's going to say,
Good
not
block.
going to go back to the pull side again.
Right now, both players are defending their opponent's 3-bar pretty well.
Personally, I'd like to see this go to a 5th game, but that's just because I'm enjoying the time we're spending here commentating. Not choosing sides by any means. Middle, back to the pole.
There you go.
So
Your wish just came true.
I said, I guess
Cam.
we jinxed it. I guess we jinxed it. Who's going to explain to Melvin that we jinxed this?
Not me. He's not going to be happy about this.
No.
For sure. And just as we say, never give up, right?
Exactly.
So the attitude just brought him back to life right now.
I do feel like the momentum is pretty level still. Whereas we were talking earlier,
It's
with
anybody's
Taha.
game for sure.
Exactly.
Right
With
now.
Taha, with the style of play that he has, a very unorthodox, fast, aggressive style. When he starts coming back after being down 2
He
games,
shows the attitude of never give up, and he really wants to win. You can see the fire in him. You can see the determination in his eyes.
I guess you can
Just
blame
keep going.
You can blame me for this, but during your match when you were up 2-0, he looked over at me, made eye contact, and I said, "It's not over." And I watched it resonate with him, and that's when he
So
came
is that a
back.
jinx from you again?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I almost jinxed myself because I had to play him the next round. But afterwards, he mentioned to me that it stood out and helped motivate him. So my apologies to you. But
It's okay. It was credits where it's due. He played a really amazing game against us.
yep. He definitely has the fire and the want to win.
And his partner was just closing Melvin down very well as well in the defense.
He did the same to me. Yeah, I was shut down.
Yeah, and look at the momentum change. Suddenly, for the past few games, it's always Vinci that's leading the game in points.
Notice the change from the shooting on the 2-rod to a 2-5.
Yeah.
He's having trouble getting the ball in the right position. I think that was more of a desperation, running out of time pass, and he goes back to shooting. Sounds like there's a result over on table 2. I'm unaware of who won, but that match between Johan and Taha went on for close to an hour, I would guess.
Yeah, it was real. It started before this game, I think.
Much before, yeah.
All right, now Vinci is up to 2-0 on the last match. Now, instead of saying if you see Vinci will come back from this, we're going to see how Melvin comes back from this now.
Well, he's executing his passes, so that's a step in the right direction from the last few games. You can't count Melvin out.
Yeah, I think the key point of the last 2 games was he's been dropping a lot of balls on the tree, even when he passed it.
I haven't watched all of his matches this weekend, but I think this is the first match I've seen where he's making these mistakes. Seems as if he has found his groove again, though. The last few passes were very crisp, very clean. Be sure to update you guys on the Johan and Taha match once I hear a result. Back to the slider. That's one of those things that's very hard to realize in the match, but I'm sure once he watches this, he'll realize that that option is not available. Melvin has completely shut it down. He might show it for a second, knowing that he's going to try to take it, but I don't know if he's going to find success there.
Good save there.
Yeah.
Good timeout.
I've
Melvin
noticed
has to find a way to find more success on his tree because he's passing well at times, and then, but Vinci is really defending very well here.
Jack, do you have a result on Taha and Johan? Johan won on table 2 for those curious.
See the brush down that you talk about, that he's been using it so many times this match. Oh, smart shooting.
Got a piece of that with Vinci as well. But I believe that's 3 passes in a row for Melvin.
Melvin is definitely passing better than 5 in this game.
I've also noticed this game, it's shifted. Every time there's a loose ball scramble, Melvin seems to be
A nice
picking
big
those up.
point there.
Whereas the last 2 games, Vinci was picking up the loose ball scrambles. And that can make a big difference, especially in singles.
Another brush down there. That's
Yeah,
many already.
5 in a row, 5 passes in a row. 3 ups, 2 downs. See, loose ball scramble, back to Melvin.
Oh,
Melvin is not
this-
going down without a fight.
Yeah. These pickups on these loose balls is so important in a match like this.
Right choice, a little bit too steep. Back to the wall, yeah. That one might come back to haunt him.
Yep. That just happened.
I sense we're going to overtime, though.
Yeah. I would love to really see this go down the wire.
Well, he's had a lot of success on the 5 bar. Maybe I jinxed it for him, but I think he had at least 6 in a row there. Any predictions on the 2 bar shot? The choice?
Right now, bull kick. There you go.
Similar, yeah. Maybe a timeout here from Vinci. This is game point. Nope, looks like he might just want to end this. Yep, timeout it is. I sensed it again once he went to the very fast shake. I didn't think a shot was going to come out of that. Very crucial point here.
And we're back. Vinci trying to end the game. And he did.
Huge comeback from Vinci.
Huge point. Good timeout.
Wow.
What a great game this was.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to Vinci on winning this match. We'll come back to you later again with more games.
Yeah, thank you for watching, guys.
It was great review, commentating with you, Cam.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. This is my first time on the mic.
Thank you.